Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. The Raiders want at least 2 first-round picks and a premium player for any potential Maxx Crosby trade per Adam Schefter.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Now, hold on, Ocho.
I like
We
it.
got cream. Oh, they ain't trading him. They not do. All y'all do is keep stuff. Man, you and Ocho messy. Two first rounders. Boy,
I
if
know
I'm the
what.
Cowboys, if
I
I'm the
know what.
Ravens,
Who we trading?
for Max Crosby,
Yeah, who we trading? Say the name. What player we trading from the Cowboys to the Raiders?
oh, Kenny Clark.
Come on, man. Go on about it. They said a premium player.
Who y'all want? They're not giving up George Pickens and 2 first rounders. They're not getting that. The hell?
So you think you're gonna be able to keep George Pickens and pay Max Crosby too?
Yeah. The cap going up. They're gonna restructure CD. They're gonna restructure Dak. Just those 2 restructures alone is 60 million. Excuse me. Those 2 restructures alone, 60. Might throw Quinny in there. Restructure your deal. Ain't nobody else making no damn money. What are they gonna do with Steele? Are they gonna cut Steele? Are they gonna reduce his pay?
Yeah. You know what? I don't know what's gonna happen. I could tell you one thing. This is for me, as a fan of the game in general. This is gonna be one of the most exciting off seasons for me to see where certain individuals go. When Tyreek is healthy, where's Tyreek going? What are they going to do with Max Crosby? What are they going to do with George Pickens? How long are they going to play the long game? You know, as far as he concerned. Uh, my Bengals. What are we going to do with off-season acquisitions? What are we going to do with the draft? My
They
Dolphins.
say, okay, give us T. Higgins and 2 first rounders.
No.
Whoa!
Wait,
What
wait.
you mean no?
What are my Dolphins going to do at the quarterback position?
I'm talking about your Bengals. What about your Bengals?
No, we good.
We want T. Higgins and 2 first rounders, and we'll trade you Maxx Crosby.
No, we good. We good. We good.
Chad.
We good. Right?
But you want the
And look,
Cowboys to give up George Pickens and 2 first rounders.
wait, hold on. The Cowboy, listen.
Uh,
Listen. T ain't going nowhere. Now, I'm only saying that because I told you why I want George Pickens to go somewhere else outside of Dallas. It was simply to maximize how much he can make. That's all. Now, Cowboys fans, they don't like that. They don't appreciate that. I understand that George Pickens' salary will have to be north of what CeeDee Lamb makes.
uh-huh.
Now, CeeDee Lamb is the number 1 receiver, and he was paid as such 2 years ago. Now, having someone come in and be paid number 1 receiver kind of makes you the number 2 when you're making less than him. I just don't see how that would work in general, no matter what anybody says, you know. But that's just me. But they again,
You ain't gonna give up T and 2 for Max Crosby.
no. No. With all due respect, no.
Because I think the thing is they're looking at the kind of what Green Bay gave up.
Yeah.
What Green Bay gave up
To
to
get Micah,
Parsons.
yeah.
So they're like, okay, we'll give you a similar type player.
Yeah. Yeah, we're more than one piece away, you know, defensively. So I'd rather, instead of making one huge big splash, let's make a few nice splashes at different positions defensively that can help our defense.
I'm trying to think. If you're Chicago, are you willing to give up DJ Moore a first and a second for Max Crosby?
Mm. Wait,
Baltimore. would you giving up the Rashad Bateman in a first and a second for Maxx Crosby?
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice
Because you
because
got to give up your first round pick.
yeah.
You're not getting it for anything less than a first, and it's gonna be multiple picks. But they said a premium player, and I don't know the really. I mean,
Now when you
you
say
got a running
premium,
back. You can't get Henry. They're not giving you Zay Flowers because he's their best receiver. You're not getting Lamar. So I'm just trying to figure out. You're not getting Hamilton.
I need better context on what premium means. When a team says you want a premium player,
I
like
mean,
what do we talk
he's got
about?
to be at least a starter and has Pro Bowl potential. Kenny Clark was a pro. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kenny Clark has been to at least one Pro Bowl. So that's kind of. I'm thinking when I say premium, a starter, or more than a 1 year starter, and possibly I would say possibly a Pro Bowl player.
Mm. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. See, I mean, right now I wouldn't want to be a GM. I mean, I'm trying to put that hat on, but it's
Kenny
just
Clark has been to 3 Pro Bowls,
nice.
so T would fit right into that because T been to 2.
Yo. Relax, relax. This ain't Madden. This ain't
Oh,
Madden.
my bad, Ocho, my
Nah, this ain't
bad.
Madden. We good. We good. I told you. We gonna make some small splashes. Try to improve that defense. We ain't trying to make no.
But if I'm Baltimore, if I'm Baltimore, I'm Chicago. I got to make it. I got to make a move. I got
Yeah.
to make a move. I got to
We
get somebody that can get home.
you forgot you ain't even mentioned Dallas.
But yeah, I'm saying yeah. Well, we've already talked about Dallas. Dallas
Okay,
got to make
okay,
a
okay,
move.
okay.
They got to make a move.
Yeah.
I mean, they got. Well, they gave up one of those first rounders to get Quinny. They
Mm-hmm.
still have 2. I give. Would you be giving up another one? They're not gonna want to give up Quinny. So basically, ooh, I'm trying to think on the Dallas defense who you got. Ain't nobody been to the Pro Bowl. Kenny Clark's been to the Pro Bowl. Quinny has been to the Pro Bowl.
Right.
But who else is the defensive player? Deron Bland?
Hey, but I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, boy, we need a lot, boy.
Because
We just,
because I don't know. I don't know if the premium player Ocho to do want an offensive guy or a defensive guy.
see that's the thing. I would need better context from the Raiders. Help me help you. When you say premium, what do you mean by premium?
Oh, I'm thinking he's at least Pro Bowl. At least Pro Bowl. That's a
Eh.
premium player. I think we'll all agree that is a premium player.
Right.
Y'all ain't got a whole bunch of them.
On
And
defense?
the ones y'all got, you're not trying to give up Burrow. You're not giving up Burrow. You're not giving up Chase for sure.
Oh,
And
whoa. Why we talk about the Bengals?
y'all couldn't use. Hold on. You had T and what you call them come on there and said we want Maxx Crosby, and you asked me why am I talking about the Bengals?
You know good and well Mike Brown is not making that kind of splash, and he never has. We gonna make little splashes. We not gonna jump in the puddle and get wet.
Oh, so you ain't throwing no boulder in there. You throwing a pebble.
No.
You got a little ripple.
Listen, we need small wins. We don't need a big win. We need small wins in the offseason, the small wins in the draft.
So
That's
in
what we
other
need.
words, what he doing, guys? He got those Chinese. Y'all remember? Y'all see? Remember the Summer Olympics? Those Chinese gymnasts and they those high divers, those platform, and they like I mean, ain't no splash.
Yeah.
So
That's
he looking at one of them Chinese swimmers,
yeah.
going there with no splash. He ain't trying to do no cannonball.
Yeah. We don't want to do a cannonball. We don't want to no, we don't need to do no cannonball. No.
I'm just trying to help y'all get to the playoffs, Ocho, because
But
I don't want to see
we
you
gonna
go
be all
through.
right. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. We keep our quarterback upright. We keep him healthy throughout the season. He gonna be all right. Yeah.
Cardinals' new head coach Mike LaFleur defended the decision to hire Nathaniel Hackett as the team offensive coordinator. Hackett has received heavy criticism at his recent stops, the Jets and the Broncos, the latter which is head coach in 2022. Hackett didn't even last one full season as the Broncos head coach, and he was fired after just 15 games. Uh, Meanwhile, in his second season with the Jets, he was relieved of play calling duties when Jeff Ulbrich took over as interim head coach. Ocho,
Yeah.
for an offense that has struggled, is hiring Nathaniel Hackett the best LaFleur can do.
Absolutely not. I mean, it was horrible. It was a horrible decision. I mean, based on hirings or based on who's the best candidate for the position. And it's based on what you've done in the past. What does your resume look like? What do your accolades look like at said position? There are two prime examples. For one, a season where you didn't make it, you only made it 15 weeks, and obviously you were horrible at another place. So how is it that you're the best person for the job when there are so many other offensive coordinators that are worthy and have the quality to be able to call those plays? So again, this is how the coaching world works. Your friends and those you know who come up under that umbrella and coaching tree that you know, this is how they always keep each other employed. Come on over here with me. I have a job for you, regardless of how you've done in the past.
That's what we need to do.
It's ridiculous.
That's what we need to do. Us.
They don't even put us in positions of power to be able to make those kind of calls.
When we get a head coaching job, do we do that?
No, we don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying when we are fortunate enough to get a head coaching job.
I have one more thing. I have one more thing to say.
Go ahead, add to it.
When we are in positions to be leader of men and are able to get head coaching jobs, I don't think we have the green light and the full power we think we do simply because we're the head coach.
So you believe tell me all these years Mike Tomlin didn't have didn't have that.
Hey, you just named one person.
What about Marvin? We're
Probably.
talking about guys that had long. Marvin was there 15 plus years.
But we know, well, you know why Marvin was there, because Mike Brown is not firing nobody. Mike Brown's not firing nobody. That's not his MO.
No, he
That's
ain't paying
never
no
been
coach.
his
You
MO.
got years on your contract. You gonna coach that contract?
No,
out.
you gonna. Hey, listen. When it comes to Mike Brown, you gonna make every dollar on your contract. You gonna play that thing all the way out. So I understand that, but I just think for us, you already know how this business is. Those of you that are in the chat that are listening, I don't know how many more examples you need to see to understand that if we do, they already don't want us in those positions to begin with. And you think we're going to allow you to be in that position to be a head coach and then give you full reign to hire who you want to? Absolutely not.
Because if you look
Hell
at it,
nah.
Ocho, when Robert Saleh got fired, where'd he go back to?
What he
Kyle
knows best.
Shanahan.
Come on now. You can always have a job.
He was with Kyle Shanahan, and then what happened, Ocho? He got a head coaching job.
Good job. See how that work? You see how that work, right? You see how that work?
Go back and look at some of these coaches and look at what happens when they lose their job at one place. They go right back where they started. And then before you know it, they got a new job.
Always have a job. It's a great thing. It's almost like, you know how you do your ancestry tree with your DNA and you scroll back and it always leads back to, okay, this is where my family is from. Once you're part of that coaching cycle or that coaching tree, you're going to always have a job.
Yep.
Always. And
if he doesn't have a job, somebody from that tree. Go back and look at Sean McVay's tree. Look at how it's interwoven. Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay and all those guys in LaFleur's. Look how it's interwoven. Look how they take care of one another. My guy Clint Kubiak. I like I said, I've known Clint. Clint dad was my offensive coordinator in 90 and 91. He was my offensive coordinator from 95 until 99, and again 02 and 03. Go look at his staff. Rick Dennison, who was on his staff with I played with Rico. We call him Rico. Rick Dennison, now he's the advisor to the head coach. Joe DeCamillis.
Yeah.
When Joe DeCamillis used to be the assistant strength and conditioning coach, turned himself into a great special teams coach. That's a special teams coach. Mike McCoy was there with Coob. You see? Look at
Unbelievable.
Kyle's staff. Look at McVay's staff. Look at when they get an opportunity and they can get guys that were on other staffs and elevate them. Come on,
Yeah,
come on,
I
come
got
on.
you. I got you.
I got you.
Yeah. Now
I got you.
I tell you what. I tell you what. In Arizona, I don't think anything gonna change. I don't think anything gonna change. Okay. What are we doing at the quarterback position? What are we
Your
what
guess
are we
is
doing?
good as mine.
Exactly. What are we doing at the quarterback position? You had a problem when you were at Denver. You had a problem when you were in New York.
But
So
he
all
ain't
of a
gonna be
sudden,
calling plays.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Mike LaFleur is gonna call plays. He didn't
Oh,
call plays in Green Bay when he was with his brother.
okay. Well, he good then. He good.
Matt LaFleur called a play. But they tell us, Ocho, they want somebody that call plays.
Hold on. What is Mr.
Mike
Hackett?
LaFleur, look, and I don't have nothing against Mike LaFleur. I wish him the absolute best. But he didn't call plays with the Rams. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Sean called those plays.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He had the clip. What do you call the thing in your hand? What do you call that?
What, the play sheet?
The script, the play sheet. He
Yeah.
always had the play sheet in his hand.
Yes. So he's not going to, Nathaniel Hackett didn't call plays in Green Bay.
So what is it?
Matt LaFleur did.
I have a question. So what is Nathaniel Hackett's job in Arizona?
He got a job in title. Offensive coordinator. He ain't calling no plays, Ocho.
You see how they do? You see the game they play?
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
Man, come on, man.
Yes. Ocho. And I don't want people to, I ain't got no problem with it.
Right.
Because here's the thing, and this is how it normally works, is that you hire people that you're comfortable with, that you know, or you know someone intimately.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if Mike was on the staff with his brother. I think Mike has always been with Sean.
Yeah.
But Matt, Mike's brother, vouched for him. So that's like you own a company. And I said, Ocho, man, I got this dude, man. I'm telling you, he can help you do a lot. I'm vouching for. Now, right. I'm very, very hesitant to put my name behind somebody because that's my name. I come to you and tell you, Ocho, this man a hard worker. Yeah. You will say, oh, man, you told me he a hard worker. Man, I can't get him to G. Damn. Yeah. Now he got out here making me look bad. Hey, but when you're familiar with somebody
and you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. Hey, I got a question too.
Yes.
Totally off subject, but context wise and perspective, it's almost the same.
Okay.
And the way you just explained, and I'm hiring someone I'm familiar with, and I know the job that they're gonna do. Have you ever had somebody do work on your house?
I have.
Were they black or were they of Latin descent?
Well, the handyman that normally comes over now, he's black.
He be on time.
The people that did stuff on my house in Atlanta,
yeah,
they got referred. A good friend of mine that we had been friends with, they had done work on their house.
Right.
They were very pleased. I got them to do work on my house.
Yeah.
Joe, my handyman in Atlanta, I like him because for the most part, we call him. If he can't get over that night, he's coming over first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
That's what you got to have when you're dealing with a handyman, Ocho.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know, I think I can get there by the end of the week. Bro, it's Monday. What you mean the end of the week?
See what I mean? Okay, said job is going to take a week.
Yeah.
Now, depending on who you ask to do said job, that week could be 3.
Yes.
They own the job on Wednesday. I got to take a phone call. You know what? I got to go pick up somebody. I got an emergency. I got to run. That's just small instances, depending on that's why you got to be careful on who you bring in.
Yes.
When it comes to when you're doing stuff serious, where it can cost you your job. Yeah, now that hire is very important. Even though he might not be calling the plays. What
gets me upset, Ocho, if it's amazing. You ever notice, Ocho, like when somebody's trying to get a job, as soon as you call, God damn, you must have knew I was calling. You picked the phone up. The phone didn't even ring on my end. Then when they get said job, all of a sudden, I got to see when I can get over there. I say, now see, when you was trying to get the job, it wasn't no see, let me see when I can get over there.
Hey, you on point.
Your ass showed up.
On point.
Now, we done paid you in full.
Hey, whoa, that's a mistake. That's a rookie mistake.
No. The bulk of it, Ocho, because I'm like, look, we need materials and so forth. So okay, I get all that.
Okay. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna need this. Now when something go wrong, well, I said, oh, there ain't no well.
Ain't no extra money.
Well, how deep? That's the only well I know. So no. So this is how it goes with everything. Shelley says, anybody that does anything at my residence,
right,
either Atlanta or Vegas, they work directly with Shelley.
Mm-hmm.
Shelley informs them, you will deal directly with me. If you have to deal with Mr. Sharpe, it's not going to go well. So the best thing is to deal with me.
Oh man. Hey, you be getting on them, Unc? If you got to deal with him, it's gonna be hell, huh?
Yes. And you're not getting the shit. Oh yeah, how you doing? Oh yes. Oh yeah, it was a great. No, you're not getting that guy.
No,
you're not getting Walter from Nantucket. You're absolutely not. You getting that mofo from down south.
Yes, sir.
So I just need you to understand.
Yeah.
Because I've done what I said I was going to do. You said you need your money at this. Okay, you need money this time. Okay, well, Mr. Sharpe, every time we complete a stage, we're going to need to get paid. Boom, no problem.
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with that. I pay. Ain't nobody can ever say, well, he tried to shortchange me. If I agree to it, I will never nod yes and mean no.
I got
so you tell me, okay, this is what the job's going to cost. Be it whatever the case may be. Mr. Sharpe, we would like to get paid in stages, so forth and so. Got no problem.
Yeah.
Here's the deposit. We take a deposit, and then every 2 weeks we should have a phase completed until the project is done.
Yeah. It's so funny the way you explain that is exactly what they do in the grandma house. You know, grandma house obviously has been there since 1949. So you got to think it's been no work done on grandma's house in 1949. Obviously, she passed in 2018, passed down to my mama. Mama passed in 2021. So at one point in the 80s and 90s, that house, it was so nice back then. During that time, we had a swimming pool. We had an arcade machine on the porch.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, my grandfather, I don't think this is a show to talk about that, but he was the big man in a sense. Grandma, completely different. Had me blind. You in church every Sunday. You were teaching in the Dade County Public School System for 41 years. Wait a minute. How you even got mixed up and married to that? Once I got old enough to understand who he was at that time. So I'm trying to figure out why people always coming around taking pictures. Old cameras too. I'm talking Polaroid back then. Taking pictures, coming by to see the house. And that it used to be a staple in Liberty City. Boy, we got to slide by and just see Chad grandma's house. I didn't understand it back then. Now as I gotten older, I get who he was. Now I understood why people would do it. And now it looked like a sore thumb on the block. That's how bad it gotten because they no work since 1949. So you already know.
It's still your house?
Yeah, it still are. It's still so only person.
Fix it up, Ocho.
What would you think I'm doing, No, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's work being done. It's nothing. Nothing is there except the shell of the house.
Right.
Everything gone, man. And seeing some of my grandma stuff, being moved out of there, and everything gone. And
she'll be mad you doing that, but you got to get signed with time. Time changes.
Yeah. And I remember when I got drafted. I say, Grandma, boom, I done made it. All the work we put in, all the sacrifice and all the things that you've done for me, I can finally repay you back. We can move out of Liberty City. Boy, she let him say, boy, please, man, I'm not going nowhere. Well, I can do some renovations to the house. We can add another story. Boy, you would not touch nothing on this house. I want it exactly how it is. And how my mama got it in 1940, whatever it may have been. I said, are you sure? You don't want to move, bigger house, nicer? No. I said, what about a new car? Because you riding that diesel Benz and that loud crane, you don't want to get rid of the diesel? Boom, I got a BMW. She was cool. Outside of that, little big body, outside of that, she wouldn't move and said, do not touch her house. Unc, when I stayed with my grandma, I made it to the league. I stayed with my grandma in the city the first 3-4 years in the league because I refused to go get a place. She still had goddamn plastic over the goddamn couches. With
I
the
believe
bees. Hey, hold on. Even worse. You know how you walk through the hallway?
Yeah.
Remember back in the days, I don't know anybody in the chat, depending on where you're from. Remember the bees that hang?
Yeah,
And you got to go through the bees. She still had the goddamn bees in the hallway in 2000, 2003, 2002. Like, grandma, what we doing? Come on. But now, I don't know how she feel up there in heaven right now. It's going to look modern, everything stainless steel and glass. And I don't know. I don't know.
I believe if the house that we had, that we grew up in, Ocho,
Yes,
I
sir.
believe if that house had running water and indoor plumbing,
Yeah.
I don't think my grandmother would have left either. I don't think
No.
she'd have left. The only
Yeah.
reason that got her left, she said she wanted to be able to go have indoor plumbing before she died. She wanted to be able to go to the bathroom.
Right. Instead of having to go to the outhouse. Okay.
But she tried to bring, Ocho, my grandma tried to bring, she had peaches and pears and blackberries and tomatoes and stuff. She had canned in the 70s and 80s, late 70s. She was trying to take it to the house in 88. Peaches, I'm talking about stuff that's been canned and jarred for 10 and 15 years.
Yes,
she
sir.
still tried to bring, and if anybody that's my age or older, cast iron beds. Beds used to be made of iron, Ocho.
Yes,
they wasn't
sir.
made of wood.
Yeah, they were heavy.
They wasn't made of lacquer. They were
Right.
made of iron.
Yeah.
My grandma talking about, boy, I sure miss my bed. That bed ain't coming, Granny.
Yeah.
That bed ain't coming.
Oh man.
Somebody might pay good money to get iron, some cast iron.
Yes, sir.
But that bed not coming. But that's how old people are, Ocho. It's hard to get them out of their ways because they had grown so comfortable.
Yeah.
All my grandma had ever known for 66 years is to go outside and she gonna get rained on. She understood that. She has accepted, you know what? That's what my great grandma Addie, which was her grandma, Grandma Lou, which was her mom.
Yeah.
That's all she had ever known. So she had resigned to the fact, hey, I get to go to church. I'll do what I need to do. She worked at the Glenview Nursing Home, the very home she spent the last 2 years of her life in.
Yeah.
Even though my sister got up there every day and fed her and made sure she did everything, that's where she was.
Yeah.
And then when she stopped working there, she'd go and clean people's house and bathe people. Some of them not as old as she is, but couldn't get around my grandma. But that's what she wanted. She go fishing. Libby, run me out here, Libby. Run me and drop me off. You can come back and get me. Let me stay out there about 3 or 4 hours. That's what she wanted to do. She wanted to be able to go fishing, have my sister drop her off. My uncles would come sometimes and take her. Mama, let's go fishing. Ooh, I ain't got no base. We already bought them, Mama. That's what she wanted to do. But there's no greater feeling, Ocho.
Yeah.
I know the feeling that you felt when you had made it. And now I can, all that hard work, all the sacrifices you made, ain't no more sacrificing, Granny. Ain't no more. Ain't no more.
I was ready. Boy, she took them glasses off. Move well. Boy, get out of my face. I never forget. I remember she promised, man, don't put me in no home. I want to be here right in my room. I never forget my mama had moved from LA. She was down here at that point because grandma got a little dementia. A little bit. She kept falling over herself. So my grandma was taking care of her, and she gotten bedridden. And to where my mama had to take care of her and had to change her, and having to go in grandma's room, and because she was in there so long. I mean, we put in the wheelchair, bring out all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
I know.
Yeah. The smell was still in there. In 2026, I can still smell the smell in the. I don't want to use the word stench, but it's like. It was still there. It was still ingrained, maybe in the carpet. I don't know what it was. And it's like I couldn't even go in that room, at one point. And just to be able to come back to the house, the guy started working on the house on a Monday. I told my little brother, I'm gonna get you somewhere to go. I'm gonna get you Airbnb. I'm gonna pay it off for 2-3 months. So you can go to and from work. I paid the guy the deposit on a Monday. I went by the house on a Wednesday. The house was a goddamn shell. every couch, every cabinet. Like it was nothing but just the beams.
Yeah.
The chimney.
Just
My grandma
the
had the
hole,
old
shell it out.
chimney. The old chimney back in the days. The chimney was gone. Like you could walk. I mean, I don't know how many people follow me on Twitter or follow me on Instagram. You could just walk through the house. I can stand in the street and see all the way in the backyard. I'm like, how y'all move that fast?
Oh, they get it up out of there.
Unbelievable.
Hey, I'm sure he'll be happy with that. You'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
You know, but them people, they love their home, man. I remember my sister called me and say, Granny said she want to go to the house one more time. Because at that time, she had never been back to the house.
Yeah.
I said, so when she want to go? I said, okay. I said, so how you go about that? Well, I'll tell the people, because, you know, it's a service, Medicaid. They'll come pick Granny up, take her where she want to be, and then she'll stay there X amount of time, and then they'll come back and pick her up. I said, say no more. I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
I got her. Knowing how bad my grandmother, because you got to realize my grandma ain't no small woman now.
Yes, sir.
Man, I picked my grandma, because the steps, and at that point in time, Ocho, we did not have it, because when she got sick, it just happened just like that.
Yes, sir.
So we didn't have time to build like where you could take a wheelchair,
the ramp,
so it
and
wasn't
come
wheelchair
up.
accessible.
Yeah.
Man, I put my grandma in there. Because I was much of a man back then, Ocho. Wasn't no hip problem, wasn't no
right.
knees
Oh, you were
nothing.
good. You were good.
I was much of a man, Ocho. I was much of a man.
Yes, sir.
Put my grandma in there. Boy, I used to see the look on her face, Ocho. She said, whew, Libby, I ain't never think I'd see my house again. So she, you know, I'm taking her through the kitchen, and, you know, I ease her down, you know, I roll it down, and, you know, because she in the back, they'll go down the hallway, take a left. Take out there. You say, son, help me get out this chair and let me sit on my bed one last time. Boy, Ocho, to see the joy that she like in her place.
Yeah.
Because I said, Libby, do you want me to get the house, have the just like her room is? She said, no, Shannon, you spend $300,000-$400,000. Granny ain't gonna make it too much longer. And then what? We got this stuff here. She said, no, Granny fine.
Yeah.
Granny fine. But just that, Ocho, she stayed maybe an hour. If she stayed an hour. She said, Libby, I'm ready to go back now. I just wanted to see it one more time. Probably 6-8 months.
Yes, sir.
She was gone. Yeah, I was like, because I didn't know, because, you know, she kept, ooh, I sure wish I could see my house. She kept mentioning, I said, Libby, you think she want to go? She's like, I'll, you know, she had a right mind. It wasn't like she knew she knew all her grandkids and so forth and so on. She knew all that. So I was like, well, she can't, every time I talk to her, she keeps saying she want to go to the house one last time. I said, you think she want to go back to stay?
Yeah.
Or she just want to go visit? Because I was confused, Ocho. Libby said, I'm going to ask her and see. She said she just want to visit. I said, well, how you going to go about that? She said, I'll just call the people, and people, you know, just like they'll take her, you know, they'll come get you from the place, take you to your doctor's appointment, X, Y, and Z, wherever you mean to go. They'll wait, and then they'll come back and get you.
Yeah.
I said, tell them people to come get. I'll meet them at the house. I'll meet them at the house, and I'll take it from there. Man, ain't nothing like that, bro.
Them some good days, boy.
All this, and people like, man, I said, all my hips, all my knees, my back.
Yeah.
I would do it 10 times over to see that woman, the joy. If y'all could see the joy on that woman's face.
Boy.
Man, please. Do it all over again, Ocho. And not even think about it. Not even blink, chat. Because what the hell am I doing this for? What? Micah Parsons went on Funny Marco's podcast and had some interesting comments, Ocho. Ocho, you know we want to make sure everyone has the full context.
Yes.
So here is the full 2-minute clip. So we don't want to have no confusion. No, that's not what he said. Here's the full 2-minute clip of what Micah Parsons said on Funny Marco's podcast. Take a listen, chat.
Like I tell you, like fuck Skip Bayless, fuck Autumn. Like I don't give a fuck.
But that's them because that's part of talking. It's communication.
Yeah, no, I just like they want to rage bait me, like, but like they won't say that to my face. Like
I wouldn't. I'll talk shit behind your back
like
too.
you these Twitter finger ass motherfuckers.
I would be the same thing.
They, like fuck them. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you how it is. You suck. Your show don't work no more. Like, what are we talking about here?
Just open.
Fuck them.
Open thoughts.
Yeah.
That's why this is called open thoughts, because you just have an open thought of
like motherfuckers be trying to like tell you how to play the game. Come play my position, Skip, because I can do what you do. Shit, I do it better sometimes.
Yeah, I say it.
Yeah, so like, what are we talking about here?
Is Shannon Sharpe on the good side?
Shay, he live on both sides. Like he know how to play the fine line between like as a player and as a show. Like he play that like he don't really show up when it matters, but he's a good player. Like he knows how to. But he knows how to. He sometimes he edge on that. He be letting them ESPN writers get to him a little bit. I can tell.
So do you see yourself after retirement being a sports analyst and talking? Being on there.
It honestly just depends on like if they let me be me. Like I'm not here to instigate no other player or talk bad about another player because they had a bad game or whatever. The organization. If they want me to be anti whatever fan base, I'm good, bro. I'm not no fucking puppet. A lot of these dudes is puppets for national TV. If you want to be a puppet, but that's not me. I'm not selling my soul for a check. I'm paid. I'm good.
Yeah. Forever. That's why I'm going to be your friend.
You want to go first? Well, would you? Hey, I like that. I don't know what show it was. I don't know if our shows are numbered, but I did talk about I wish players were a little bit more honest and were open and would open up about how they truly feel. Start telling the truth on how they really feel. Everyone is always PC. This is the first person that I've seen come along and actually voice his opinion on how he felt about pundits and analysts. Your thoughts?
That was fine. I mean, he said what he said about Skip. I'm not here to defend or protect or whatever he said about Skip. I was cool till he brought my name up.
What? Wait, it wasn't nothing bad.
I was an advocate.
Right.
Go back and look when he was coming out and see what I said about this young man.
Yes, sir.
He said, well, he knows how to play the right. You know what I do? This is what I do, Micah. Because what I believe, and I've said this before, chat, and y'all know I said this. Once a person has done something, whether or not he plays good or bad in a game, I don't take away from what he's already done. So Micah, me saying Micah is a phenomenal player. He's a first-team All-Pro. He's a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate. But he did not play well in this game. What's wrong with what I said? So here's some stats. Micah Parsons with the Cowboys, Ocho. He had 52 and a half sacks, 21, 22, 23, 24. This year he played in Green Bay. He became only the second player in NFL history to notch 12-plus sacks in his first 4 seasons behind the only great, legendary Reggie White.
Right. Yeah.
Rest his soul. In 4 playoff games with Micah Parsons played with the Cowboys, he has 8 solo tackles, 10 assisted tackles, 1 sack, 0 interceptions, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumble recoveries, 0 touchdowns, 3 quarterback hits, 3 tackle for losses. Ocho, what am I supposed to do? Chat, please tell me what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons is a phenomenal player, but in order for the Cowboys to be better, he needs to be better. What's wrong with that?
So he needs to be better in those specific games once they reach the playoffs.
That's what I said.
Okay.
How am I playing both sides? I'm being honest. He's a phenomenal player, but he didn't play well today. That's why Green Bay put 48 on you. That's why those teams did what they did to your defense, because you didn't play like we've seen you play in the regular season. What is wrong with that? Oh, ESPN writers, Chad, do y'all really believe, honestly, y'all seen me at a lot of different locations. Y'all seen me at Fox for 7 years. Y'all saw me at ESPN for 2. Do y'all really believe they be telling me what to say? Considering what I be saying, do you really honestly believe?
No, that would mean you would have a ghostwriter, Unc, and you can tell by the way you talk and the way you explain yourself and you go in depth about the game in general. That's not coming from anyone else except you and your expertise based on what you see, because you don't watch the goddamn sound when you're watching football anyway.
I don't.
So that's all you.
He also said, he don't want to, you don't like it ain't about a disliking a fan base. My only thing is the Cowboys, I say they have delusional fans. Because every year, think about it. When Jerry purchased this team in 1989, within the first 7 years, he had gone to 4 NFC championships, 3 Super Bowls, and won them all. Since that time, so he's on this team for 37 years.
Damn.
In the last 30 years, how many NFC championship games have they gone to, Ocho? How many Super Bowl appearances? So the delusion is that the fans keep saying every single year, this is their year, this is their year, this is their year, this is their year. There's a very, very fine line between confidence and delusion. That in and of itself.
And listen, one thing they will do, Cowboys fans, they will fight for their team. They will fight for their owner. They will fight for the players that are on that team, which is why I get so much pushback. I don't mean to change the subject on George Pickens. Understanding what the Cowboys need to compete and not being so heavy loaded on the front side on offense, but obviously he's of extreme value, and knowing what you need defensively to help so you can compete, so you can get back to the winning ways of the old Cowboys, but you have no defense. And that's no disrespect to the players that are there right now, but it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. Even with the trades that you made last year,
right?
Getting Kenny Clark, getting Keon Mitchell, you still need more. You still need more. You need a centerpiece. You need impact players. For one, you got people loading up the front to be able to stop the run. You still need somebody on the edge. On the back end, you still need somebody on the back end that can be an intricate part of your foundation, in the secondary. You don't have that right now. I mean,
Ocho, that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
We're supposed to look at a game, because you and I played at an extremely high level. We're supposed to look and what a player has already done. And I've said this before. When I talked about Tom Brady, I'm not trying to take any of those Super Bowls, any of those All-Pros, any of those MVP. But today he didn't play well. Myles Garrett is the best defensive player in the NFL. Today he didn't play well. Whether you say it's Chase or JSN or Puka Nacua, they're the best receivers in football. Today wasn't their day.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out, what are we supposed to do?
Right.
Are we supposed to cheerlead for y'all? Are we supposed to trumpet y'all calls no matter what? So no matter how bad you play, Micah, I'm supposed to get on TV and say, you know what, Micah had a hell of a game, even though you did not. And we're talking about in the playoffs, because you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't play well this game. You didn't.
So
what am I supposed to do? The fans see it.
Right.
The fans see it.
Right. I mean, listen, the players are going to have to understand. They're going to have to understand. Obviously, this era of players, because of social media, everything is magnified, especially when it comes from us, those that are doing the talking, having social media here as well. Then it makes the voices, for those that have platforms, it makes the voices and the things that they say that much louder. So it gets to the players, even if they want to hear it, but they have to understand that those that do jobs like yourself, like myself, who's gotten better at being critical of players when they don't play well, is they have to be able to take constructive criticism. It's never saying that
because they look at it as hate.
Yeah, but it's never saying that you're a bad player. We know you're great.
No.
Listen, the funny thing about it, the only ones that get talked about are the ones that are great, because we hold them to a certain expectation on what they've already done in the past, and we don't play based on what we're used to seeing. It gets talked about.
Right.
But it's nothing personal. It's just based on your performance that day in that game. That's all.
And we're judging you off because you set the bar.
Yeah.
Had you not done what you've done in your first 4 years, no other player other than Reggie White has had at least 12 sacks in a season for 4 consecutive years to start their career. You and Reggie, rest his soul, are the only ones to do that. So you set the bar pretty high. Yeah. So come playoff times, this is where legends are made. This is how, if Tom Brady had all these stats and not done what he done in the postseason, are we looking at him the same?
No.
If Patrick Mahomes had not done what he done, look at the guys that's done it. We judge them on the playoffs. That's how you make your name. That's how you become iconic. That's how you become legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Michael did what he did in the regular season, but it was the postseason. Kobe, it was the postseason. LeBron, Steph, the great players.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do when it absolutely matters the most?
Yeah.
That's what you judged against, Micah.
Mm-hmm. I have a question too.
Yes.
When it comes in general, because he's so great, because he has that star on his helmet, because everybody is watching him, being that he's the best player defensively, do you think as a player, they kind of get frustrated a little bit and say, why is the focal point only on me? And I'm playing a team game, but then you focus on, well, I didn't do this when, hell, the other 10 didn't do anything as well. But that is what happens when you are as great as you are. You have to be the difference maker. Even if everybody else is not playing well, you got to be the one that pop out on film because you that boy.
How much of that money he gonna split with his teammates? How much money he gonna split with that teammates that Green Bay gave him?
Boy, that's a good one.
It's a team game now. Remember, you said it's a team game.
Hey, that's a good one.
But he
right
got
there,
paid
boy.
as an individual.
That's a good one right there, boy. Hey,
So,
that's a good one.
The thing is, Ocho, is that in the most important game, come playoffs, I gave you 4 playoff games.
Mm-hmm.
He has 1 sack in 4 playoff games. Is that good? It's not.
Yeah.
That's Micah Parsons. He's one of the preeminent defensive players in all of football.
Mm-hmm.
We're basing we're just looking at your resume. If you did this, Micah, had you not done what you done, if you were a guy that just had your first 6 seasons, you had 25 sacks. I don't hold you in nearly. I'm probably not even mentioning you, bro.
Mm-mm.
But because you have 50 plus in 4 seasons, now we have to have a conversation. Why isn't the Micah that we saw in the regular season? Why isn't he showing up in the postseason?
Right.
That's it, bro. I ain't got no, bro. Y'all know me, but I got to be honest though, Micah. And you're not the only one. Go back and look at some of the things I said about Peyton Manning. Go back and look at some of the things I said about Tom Brady. And guess what? Yeah. Every time I see Peyton, guess what? Hey, come up to the box. Every time I saw Tom, had a great conversation with Tom. Talked a little bit about football, but mainly we talked about what he's doing now. How can he get better? X, Y, and Z. I just think the thing is just we're just at an age now that if somebody that's 255 for 200, so in 4 playoff games, he's playing basically 5, 6. He's basically playing 60 snaps.
Yeah,
a game. So 251 in the 4. So that's basically he's playing 60.2 snaps a game. That's damn near the whole game, Ocho.
Yeah.
Because you know they're only 65 to 70 snaps. So let's just say he's playing he's playing at least 95% of the snaps. That's all we're saying, Michael. Yeah. It's not that I dislike you. It's not like I'm trying to play both sides. I'm trying to be as fair as I possibly can because I don't believe because you've had a bad playoff game that you are a bad player. My thing is that, man, based on what Micah Parsons has shown me in the regular season, what he's shown me over the first 4 years of his career, I don't know what happened to him today. But this is not good enough for the Cowboys to win. Right. And if they want to win, Micah's going to have to play better in the bigger games. The bigger the game, the bigger the player plays. That's all.
Yeah.
And if you take it as that it's personal or I dislike you, you're sadly mistaken. I don't know enough to dislike you. I have no opinion. What you do what you do off the field, that is of no concern of mine. All I do is that when you punch that clock at be it 105 or 420.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is what we're watching. This is what we're doing. But I don't dislike anybody. I try to be as fair as I possibly can in my critique of analysts.
Yeah.
When I put my analyst hat on, Ocho.
I mean, but I appreciate, me
I mean, look, like I said, I ain't here to defend nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, he talked to he brought me up in the conversation, and I'm trying to explain to him, if you had a problem with something I said, just come to me.
Yeah.
You got my number.
Yeah.
And I just saw you at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But you also have to think too, huh? You got to think about what he said. He does a good job because he played the game and explaining himself in a sense. And he sees it as somewhat being on the fence, but also when he doesn't play well, he's saying, like, yeah, hey, I mean, he's saying you call it on both sides. You call him, but now if you, I'm not sure if you, for better context and why he said F, Skip, I'm not sure if you heard
that
what
ain't
Skip
got nothing
said.
to do with me.
Yeah, I know it doesn't have anything to do with you, but that's why the anger was more so directed to him. It's more so directed to him because it's more of it's explanation in being critical of him, but it seems a lot more personal, especially when it comes from someone that has never played the game.
Well, I guess the thing is because, some of the things that Skip says, like he's happy that the guy got traded. He's not going to be missed. I don't care nothing about no trade. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Well, look, you played the Broncos. Hey, I love you when you're the Broncos. I wish you the best of luck if you go somewhere else. I don't get all of that. It ain't that serious to me, Ocho. It's never been that serious to me, and it's never going to be that serious to me. But I need guys, not just Micah. Micah just happened to be the
everybody.
I need
now,
guys to understand. I do have a job to do.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. If you don't do your job,
right,
how long do you think you're going to be with particular said team?
But
I have a job to do,
right,
and my job is to be as honest and as fair in my assessment of what I see based on my knowledge of the game and who you are as a player and what I see. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't add anything. I don't add no yeast or to grow, and I don't take anything out of it. Whatever the ingredients that you give me to make my argument for you, Ocho, that's what I use.
Yeah.
Ocho, that's the thing. That's what we do. Ocho and I take the ingredients that you give us to make an argument. Whatever the ingredients is, that's what we use to make our argument for. But we're not going to add anything now. If you say this thing come with 2 tablespoons, all you getting is 2 tablespoons.
Yeah.
You're not getting any more. If you say 4 eggs whipped, you're getting 4 eggs.
Yeah.
If you said flour, that's what you get. You get vanilla extract, you get cinnamon, whatever the ingredients call for. That's all we got for you.
Yeah. They'll be all right, Unc. They'll be all right. And the ones getting talked about are the great ones. It's the great ones. It's the great ones that we talk about. And as much as they always want to play and be consistent week in and week out, you're going to have games when you play bad. You're going to. It's the nature of the game. It's life in general. The game of football has its ups and downs, just like life. You practice all that time and you want to perfect your craft to the best of your ability. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to do that all the time.
New Ravens offensive coordinator Declan Doyle emphasized the importance of offseason workout. He didn't single out any player, but probably didn't need to. We would expect players to be here, and certainly it is voluntary, but if you want to say that you're going to win a championship, you want to say that you have championship standards, those are the goals, those are the expectations. Certainly, that's going to take work. That's going to take collaboration, and that's going to take the beginning of building of a relationship with their coaches and other players, starting the next regime on the right foot. Ocho, you know who you're talking to.
I think he's talking to everybody. Because I think the conversation with what's his own name that looked like he part of the mob?
Bisciotti.
Yeah, Bisciotti and Lamar had already had that conversation about him being there in the offseason, taking part in the offseason program. So we already know he's gonna show up. Now I think he wants to make sure everyone else is on board.
Ocho, stop that. You know he's not talking to but one person. Everybody else goes, which guy hasn't been there 7 of the last off seasons? Last 7 of the late off seasons, which guy hadn't shown up?
Time out. We talk about the D coordinator.
No,
right?
we talk about the offensive coordinator.
The offensive coordinator ain't calling out motherfucking Lamar Jackson. I can tell you that.
Okay.
I guarantee you that.
No, he didn't call.
The new offensive coordinator is not calling out the team franchise leader.
Ocho.
After you already had a conversation with the owner. The same one who is up for contract extension. He's not calling him out.
Which guy?
You don't want to
just answer
Let me
this.
finish.
Answer
Let me
this.
finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. You are not going to be the new offensive coordinator and come in talking shit already and piss the man off. Now you're starting the relationship off on the wrong goddamn foot. He's not talking to Lamar. He's talking to everybody.
Declan.
We're not finna do that.
Okay, he's talking to everybody. Which guy has not been participating in the voluntary OTAs the last 7 of the 8 years?
I mean, Lamar has it, and I'm sure other people have it as well.
Okay. Joe, what do you think about that, Joe? So, because now you're saying everybody is just as important as Lamar. But go ahead, Joe, go ahead, finish off.
Listen, I'm catching up. I'm picking up what y'all putting down. You hear me?
I mean, hey, Unc, I understand what you mean.
You saying it's the offensive coordinator
Because
that's
what
calling
happens,
Lamar.
Joe,
You know they talking about Lamar.
what you do is that you talk. You know who he's talking to. There's a lot of times that they would talk. They're talking to the best player, but they're not.
But they don't
there you go.
Indirectly, yeah.
No, I guarantee you.
Okay.
I guarantee he not. I
Basically,
guarantee you, because all it's gonna do is piss Lamar
Why is he
off.
gonna piss him off, Ocho?
What you mean? Why it's gonna piss
He
him
hadn't
off?
been there in the offseason.
You not finna get no new job and then get out here talking trash like that. Hit my line if you need me there. I don't need you.
Why I gotta say I need you there? I gotta tell you I need you there. Hold on.
No, if he ain't been there the past 7-8 years,
So who's he talking to? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's what I needed you to
He
say
ain't
right
talking
there.
to him. I guarantee
You see I did that, Joe?
I guarantee
You see I did that, Joe?
Hey, you know what? I guarantee you're not talking to him.
You see I did that, Joe?
Because
You
put
see
a
I did
name,
that?
put a
Chad,
name on it.
Y'all see how I did that right there?
Hold on. Put a name on
No,
it.
we ain't
Put a
got to put
name
no
on
name
it.
on it.
Put a name on it. Because what's going to happen is you're going to piss him off, and this new coordinator that's coming in trying to what precedent is he trying to set?
He said, hold on.
Calling out what precedent? Let me finish. What precedent are you setting calling out the starting fucking quarterback publicly? What are we doing? That's stupid.
Listen to this. We would expect players to be here, and certainly it is voluntary, but if you want to say that you're going to win a championship, you say you want to have championship standards, and those are your goals, your expectation, certainly that's going to take some work, and it's going to take collaboration. So is the offensive coordinator collaborating with the defensive? Is he coordinating with the wide receivers, the offensive line? Who is he in collaboration with, Ocho? You know I'm supposed to be a lawyer, right?
I could have been one too. And I guarantee he ain't talking to him. Guarantee that. And I guarantee he don't show up.
Nah,
I bet that. You want to get a new job. You want to be goddamn spotty trying to show off because you got a new job as offensive coordinator, and you calling out your starting franchise quarterback. I guarantee he won't show up just to show you. I mean, but you don't do nothing like that coming in as a new coach. You don't do that.
Ocho.
You don't call that. It's dumb. It's stupid.
Ocho.
It's dumb and it's stupid.
Ocho.
Why would you piss off your quarterback with a message like that? What sense does that make?
What you're missing the point. Let me ask you this.
There is no point. If you want Lamar to show up, you text Lamar. I want you. If this is what you're trying to do, let me finish. Everything he just said publicly, he could have said that to Lamar if you want Lamar to show up. What are you proving saying it publicly? What are you doing? Who's it going to piss off?
All I remember.
Tell me. Who's it going to piss off?
All I remember is a guy saying he wanted to win a championship more than anything. But I need to call you and ask you to show up. Interesting.
So you go out publicly and you get a new job and you call out the franchise quarterback. That's going to work out real fucking well.
Okay.
Come on,
I'm trying to figure out. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out. Let's go back. Let's go back and see what quarterback has won a championship that didn't participate in OTAs. All those years except the last 3 years of Tom.
Let me finish my point.
Let me finish my point.
So you think calling out your franchise quarterback is going to get you to the championship? Yeah, that's real. That's real smart. Good job, offensive coordinator. Let's call out the franchise quarterback.
Let me ask you a question. You think Sam Darnold participated in OTAs last year?
Yeah.
Do you think Drake May participated in OTAs last year? Tell me the quarterback that you don't think participated in OTAs, Ocho.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
So in other words, you just hold on.
Again, I'm going to say it one more time because it seems to be going in one ear and out the other. So calling out your franchise quarterback is the way to go about doing things when you want him to show up to OTAs. Is that what you're saying?
Say it is. He didn't single out nobody.
And you said he's talking to Lamar Jackson, the person that hasn't showed up. So is that the way to go about doing it? Calling out your franchise quarterback publicly. How is that supposed to help anything? Outside of just pissing him off.
Whoa. I tell you what, he going to be more pissed if he go another year and don't get to the Super Bowl. The criticism's going to grow louder and louder and louder and louder.
Okay, I got a question. He shows up to OTAs and they'll go to the Super Bowl. Then what?
Ocho, we had this conversation.
Then what?
Working hard.
And then
Ocho,
what?
This is a new system.
Then
this is a new system. He's been in that system before, Ocho. Come on, what is it that you don't understand, Ocho?
You don't call out your fucking franchise quarterback. You
said he wasn't talking to him.
You
said you weren't talking to him.
No matter what. You don't do it. You don't do it. You gonna piss him off.
Hold on.
You know that.
Did Belichick call out Brady?
You're going to piss
Did
your
Belichick call out Brady?
You talk about they won 6 Super Bowls together, 5 Super Bowls. What are you talking about?
And he called out Tom Brady, who he won 6 Super Bowls with. But you mean to tell me Lamar Jackson can't get called out?
So you really compare Lamar Jackson to Tom Brady?
That's what I'm asking you.
Are we doing
That's
that?
what I'm asking you. That's the point.
No, listen. Let me finish. The new offensive coordinator, who I don't even effing know, calls out the franchise quarterback, and you're comparing that to what Tom Brady and Bill Belichick did? Are you serious?
I'm asking you.
Are you serious?
A guy that won 6 Super Bowls got called out, but a guy that hadn't been to the Super Bowl, he's above reproach.
You know what? Don't worry about it. Okay. I said what we're not going to do is we're not going to have common sense here. Because calling the rule number one, listen to me. Calling the rule number one, you never chastise your quarterback. That is the only coach that has ever called out.
But you
Tom
said
Brady.
you don't chastise your quarterback.
He can let me finish. He can do that. They had that relationship.
What relationship they had?
That relationship. Let me finish. They had the relationship to set the tone for everybody else, to let everybody else know it's an even playing field here.
Thank you. That's how you set the tone. That's how you set. Thank you, Ocho. You see, Joe, what I do?
Wait.
You see how I want you walking into the trap? You set the tone. But
what trap? They won 4 or 5 Super Bowls. They haven't. What are we talking about?
Let me ask you a question.
I'm trying to compare.
Let me ask you a question.
It's not the same.
Let me ask you a question. So do you think Coach Belichick called Tom Brady out before or after he won a Super Bowl?
They had already won 4.
No, they did not. Stop it, Ocho.
They had won 4. It was 2011. What are you talking about?
I was told that he called him out from the beginning. So Tom Brady has never been above reproach. Go ask the other guys that played on the team.
Why are we talking about the Patriots? We're talking about the Baltimore Ravens. And a new offensive coordinator calling out his franchise quarterback publicly.
You said that's how you set the tone. Coach Belichick was setting a tone. But now you don't want this coach to set a tone.
What tone are you setting piss off your
Why are you
quarterback?
pissing him off? He just asked if you want to win. You got standards. You got to do things a certain way.
You can text me that. If you're talking to him, what sense are you making? What are you trying to prove saying it publicly? If you want Lamar there, you text Lamar and tell him, I would like you here for the offseason because we have a new game plan. We have a
Joe,
new
your coaches ever called you and say they wanted
scheme.
you to be somewhere, Joe? Or you just did the right thing because you knew it was important?
Now you're saying
you had your turn
it's
to talk.
voluntary.
Let Joe talk.
Now you're saying
let Joe talk. You ain't gonna let Joe talk?
No, it's
you ain't gonna let Joe
voluntary.
talk?
So now it's the right thing. Now it's the right thing.
So it's being. Guess what else? Hey, guess what else is voluntary? Being great.
What?
That's voluntary, isn't it, Joe?
He is great.
There ain't no.
He is great. What are you saying?
Go ahead, Joe. What were you
now
saying,
he's not
Joe?
great? Hold on. So Lamar's not great? Is that what are you saying? Lamar's not great?
You're not gonna let Joe
Lamar's
talk.
not great?
You're not gonna let Joe talk.
So Lamar's not great. The two-time MVP's not great?
Joe, you're not gonna let the man talk, Ocho. Go ahead. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah. Hey, look, anytime you have something voluntary and you show up, obviously, you know, coaches appreciate that. But not only that, like, if he been doing the same thing over the past 7-8 years, Ocho, I think coach is trying to send a message, bro. Like, in order for us to reach something that we've never had before, obviously, we got to do something we've never done or hadn't been doing.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and you know what? I hope, for the coach's sake, since he's setting the goddamn tone in goddamn in February, I hope they end up in what a goddamn Super Bowl next year. LA. I hope the Ravens in goddamn LA next year. Since he want to come out and be big badass instead of just texting him, I would like you to be here for the all-season program.
I would have thought that because it's reported, now I don't know if it's true, that Lamar was a part of the hiring process. Now I don't know with the head coach. Now I don't know if he's a part of the hiring process with the offensive coordinator. But normally, when you have a new staff, even though it's voluntary, you show up because of the importance of it. It's a new system, both offensively and defensively, and your best player, he sets the tone for everyone else. If your best player is there, everybody else will feel obligated and come, and you get a head start on things.
Hey. Trying to develop that chemistry and continuity early.
Because it's a new system. I've been through this with Wade Phillips. I've been through it with Mike came there. And then when I went to Baltimore, it was a new system. So I went for the OTAs, even though I didn't do a whole lot. But I was there. I thought it was important for my presence to be there.
Yeah. Ocho, you ain't never had to switch systems like that? Obviously you have.
Yeah, but I mean, I was always the off-season program.
Yeah.
Dang, Ocho, man, you got all upset with you, man. God dang.
Man, you got these coaches coming here talking all that shit, man. Green ass nigga, man. Who you supposed to be? Nigga, you trying to prove something, trying to show off like you coming in, like you running some. Man, just text me. Green ass, peanut head ass coach, man. Trying to show off. He trying to show off, man.
Ain't trying to show off. Ocho, stall him out,
He
man.
trying to show off, man. All that's unnecessary. Man, text me. You want to see me.
Hey, Ocho, you about to lose your voice for what?
Hey, come on, Unc. Look at that. That's hold on. No. You know, Unc, I like when we get into it like this.
I know
we got
you
into
do.
it like this in a long time.
If the chat be getting upset, but they don't know. Man, this man be calling me talking about, Unc, I want to argue tonight. For what? Ain't nothing to argue about. This man text me talking about, Unc, I want to argue tonight. I was like, we ain't got no topic to argue about.
I'm just saying. I'm just as a player, as a player. Like, I mean, it's just unnecessary. You know, you're a new coach. You're coming in. I understand you want to set the tone. You want to establish yourself as an offensive coordinator. But there's no need to say what you said publicly. You know, that conversation is something that's to be had with Lamar Jackson. When you say something like that to the player that hasn't been there, 7 of the last 8 years, I mean, why are you even calling me out? You already know how players are, Unc. And this ain't really, if it's any player, You know, and you hear your coach say that, well, God damn, you could have hit my line. You know? And so it's like, I mean, man, I just think it's green. No disrespect to coach, man. Like,
Hey, you done call the man peanut. You gonna talk about you don't got no disrespect. You done call the man old peanut head.
I'm not really talking to him. I'm just referencing his act and what he said publicly. That's all. I'm sorry. I apologize, Chad. I'm sorry.
What you apologize for?
Got me. You got me worked up, Joe. Joe, I don't never get like this.
I
Joe.
know, man. Got my man blood pressure up high and everything.
Hey, I'm sweating, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Unc, remember the last time me and Unc was like this, Joe? We were talking about boots and
Ooh.
Remember we were talking about boots.
Oh,
boots
yeah.
Haney.
And he would tell me to pick between one or the other. Boy, Joe?
Boots and Haney?
No, Boots and Terrence Crawford. Talk about he was telling me, man, you got to pick one or the other.
No, I don't. I ain't got to pick either one.
Hey, Boots, Cole. I like Boots, Ocho.
Hey, Joe, boy, we were going at it, boy.
Look,
and that was a long time ago.
That he get passionate about, he just gloss over. But once I see what I know will get it go. What do you say? Let me finish my point. Okay, go ahead. I said, well, damn, I thought you were done. You got another point to make?
My bad. Okay, I'm sorry.
Man,
I'm sorry, Chad.
I just think the thing is that if what was reported is true, that the kind of the relationship with Monk and Lamar had kind of deteriorated, I think he's going to look at this as a breath of fresh air, give him an opportunity to get there, because no matter what you think, especially when you're dealing with Lamar, he's the table setter. He's the guy that everybody's looking to, and when he's there, all is right in the world in Baltimore, in Raven country, or Ravens flock. All is right when your franchise quarterback is there. Like, okay, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
What's up?
When Lamar Jackson won those 2 MVPs, he wasn't there in the offseason.
Well, the first one he was there.
Hey, ain't he up? Is he up? Is he up for?
Yes.
Oh, ain't nobody no being up. He's getting his contract done this offseason. They redoing it
for sure.
Yeah,
and rightfully
redoing
so.
it.
His cap number too high. You got to lower that cap number, and you got to take care of it, because he's outperformed the contract that he signed. And normally with quarterbacks, when you outperform the contract, he's he's well on his way to being the best player. Right now, I still think that's Ray. But I think when it's
hey, Joe, you heard that? You heard what Unc just said?
What's
he's
that?
the best player. He outperformed last. You know what? He outperformed his contract. You know, he wasn't in the offseason program last year either.
And guess what? He wasn't in the offseason. He wasn't in the Super Bowl either.
What? Hey, neither were the Broncos.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I know. Hey, I'm just saying.
You know this, and
he was hurt.
Quarterbacks, wins matter. Super Bowl matters. Yeah, you can say, well, he did this, he did that. Super Bowls matter. Lamar Jackson gets a Super Bowl.
Oh, it's a wrap. That monkey off his back. He can play the rest of his career in cruise control.
He get to the Super Bowl, he might win another 2 MVPs.
Yeah.
Because he wanted, oh man, you ever wanted something so bad, Joe? You want that thing, Ocho, you want this thing so bad.
Yeah.
And you're so close. Mm-hmm. And it seems like as the time goes back, having a conversation with John, he's like, man, he went to the last Super Bowl in '89, and then we didn't go back. And like, damn. Because you think about it, he went to 3 in his first 6 years. First 7 years, he goes to 3 Super Bowls. He didn't win them. And then there was a stretch, so we don't go in 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. So that's 6 years. He had never gone that long without reaching the Super Bowl. So as time starts, you're like, well, damn. Danny Marino goes in his second year, Ocho. He plays 16 years. So for the next 14 years, he never goes back. And then you like, damn, am I ever going to get this opportunity again? He just needs one.
That's why when you get...
He gets one. I feel if he gets one, he'll win 2 more MVPs. Because now he really gets to play free. He really gets to play loose. I think, look, and he's a phenomenal talent, but when you get those early, I mean, look at Brady. Brady played with house money.
Yeah.
My homeboy played with house money. You get those early. What? What you gonna say? My homeboy got 3 in his first 9 years. First 8 years as a starter. He's gone to 5. Brady, in his first 5 years, he had 3 Super Bowls, 2 MVPs. I'm free. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I just think the thing is that I just want him to get there. I just want him to get to. I want to see Lamar Jackson on the biggest stage. For the most part, we've always seen our greatest quarterbacks, be it Elway, Marino, Kelly, Favre, Rodgers, Brady, Montana, Manning. We've seen our best on that biggest stage. Now, they didn't always win, Ocho, but we've seen them on that stage. We got to see Lamar on that stage. Just one time. Just where, like Luther Vandross said, if only for one night.
For one night.
If only for one night. I got to see that man on the stage. I got to see him. I would love to see. If I don't see him in L.A., hell, I go see him in Atlanta. I might have to go see him in Atlanta.
Yeah. He's special. He's special. I want to see him in that big game too, Unc and Ocho. I want to see him show up and show out.
I mean, think about it, Ocho. We done seen Purdy in the Super Bowl. I mean, we've seen some quarterbacks not nearly as talented as Lamar. He's too talented not to get there at least once. I don't know what's going to happen, but I want to see him get there. And then I'll say, whatever happens after that, he was phenomenal. He didn't have his best stuff, blah, blah, whatever the case may be. But I just need to see him one time in the big dance. I see him in the big dance. I say, Ocho, man, he got there. It didn't go his way, but oh well.
Damn that, man. I want to see the damn Cowboys.
Oh, no, but y'all don't know what
Hey, Joe.
What's up?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a good chance the Cowboys can be there, boy. You know how?
Yeah.
If you play Madden.
Come on, Ocho. See how you going?
Hey, Joe, I'm just telling you. If you play Madden,
I ain't said nothing about your Bengals. I ain't even got on you. You see how you act?
Yeah. Oh nah, don't get on us. Why you gonna get on us? I'm just saying, if you want to see the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, I mean, just play Madden.
There you go.
I'm
you
just,
see how you do, Joe?
No,
you see what I'm saying? Okay.
No disrespect.
Yeah, all disrespect. Yeah.
I think it's Declan. Declan. What is it, Chad?
Who you talk about?
Doyle. Declan Doyle. So, I guess how long?
Man.
When is the March? Well, it's got to be free agency, so it's got to be like April. The first one, mini camp is OTA is in April. Because with a new system, you get 3. Get 3.
Okay,
camps.
three mini camps. Okay.
With a new What did you say, Ash? Do we know when it is?
Well, the off-season program started in April, or is it March? Damn, they start early.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, when the draft?
In May? April, the last week in April? When is it, Ash? Last week in April.
What did draft at this year?
Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Pittsburgh. So. But did you have a workout bonus incentive workout bonuses in your contract, Ocho?
Yeah.
What was that? So what you had to do, Ocho?
Not
Make
just be
90%
there,
of the workout.
13 weeks. I mean, I would make it all anyway. I mean, honestly, if I didn't have that incentive, I would have been there anyway to work out with Carson.
You know why I didn't come? Because they know I like to work out. See, if they know you like to do something, Ocho, guess what? They don't incentivize it. People that they don't know that like to work out, they put 100,000,
Right.
$250,000, 500,000 in their contract. They want to give me $50 a day.
You good, huh?
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a nice.
Yeah, I know.
little
I had teammates that had 150, 250, 500,000. But Joe,
Yeah, mine was
they're
500,000.
like, man, we can't give him that. He love to work out. So we just be giving away money.
Right.
That was fun.
But you know, Mike told him, Mike says, I don't want Shannon here. Shannon cannot get in shape. 84 cannot get in shape doing our thing like he can get in shape doing his own. But I don't trust y'all like I trust him.
Right.
So I was out of there. Hey, y'all let me know when the camps, I come to that camp, you know, we had a 3-day camp, and then we had, you know, you have a 3-day camp, mini camp, Ocho, and then you have a week mini camp. So you come in, you get what? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you up out of there Saturday afternoon or whenever you leave.
Yeah.
And then you have that week, you come in on a Monday, and you know, if everything go good, they'll let you off Thursday at noon.
Yeah.
Boom. The Dolphins have released Tyreek Hill today. Hill turns 32 on March 1st and was set to carry a $51.1 million cap hit in 2026, which have given him the highest cap number amongst non-quarterbacks coming into the season. The decision leaves Miami $28.2 million in dead money, but also creates almost $23 million in cap space by releasing Hill now.
Yes.
Ocho, which team is the best landing spot for Tyreek? The Chiefs, the Bills, or the Chargers?
I think Tyreek's next move has to be his best move. Obviously, coming off an injury, going to a team where he's going to be utilized in the correct way. I think the Bills would be a nice place for him. Obviously, I mean, you have Shakir, who was somewhat in that same position and being in the slot, but Tyreek being able to play on the outside. I like the Chiefs. The Chiefs also being able to use him, you know, the correct way, and it all comes down to how healthy is he going to be when he's recovered. You know, even once he goes to rehab, even a Tyreek Hill that's not as fast as he once was is probably still faster than everybody else. I think that's all what it's going to come down to. I think the Dolphins might have moved on a little too fast, honestly. Just in my own personal opinion, they could have restructured and found a way to get that salary a little bit lower with him coming off that injury. But to let a player of his magnitude go, which is the staple of your offense, obviously having Achane, having Waddle as well, I don't think they should have let him go. That's just my personal opinion. Obviously, being 32 and coming off injury, you know how this business works.
Serious injury.
Yes.
That ain't just no ACL. He tore a lot of ligaments and he broke his tibia.
Yeah, I understand, Unc, but rehab, the resources, the access to some of the methods he has to get himself back to where he once was, I think that the chances of him coming back and being the Tyreek of old is possible. And even if he's not the same Tyreek of old, it will still be better than hit damn near 98% of the receivers in the NFL if he's used correctly.
Well, the writing was on the wall. I'm surprised they didn't move on the offseason. After what had transpired the last game, Ocho, we talked about this. The one thing you can't do as a player, players will forgive a lot, but you can't leave them out to dry. You can't quit on them. When things are going bad, that's when your best players, that's when I need Ocho to show up and be his best. I understand, Ocho, we're not going to the playoffs. I understand, Ocho, you're not going to get your customary 90 catches, 1,300 yards, but don't quit on me. Don't be a guy that when things are going good, they go great, and when they go bad, they go terribly, horribly wrong.
Yes.
And so I thought they would move on in the offseason because I knew he would never have the same trust in that locker room that he once had. Go ahead, Ocho.
Can I tell you something? I can tell you why they didn't move on. They didn't move on because they understood his value. They understood his true value, despite him giving up, despite him quitting in that previous season. We can't let someone like this go. Look at the numbers he's put up. Look what he does for us offensively. He makes everyone else's job around him that much easier because everyone has to focus on him in game. So it opens up everything else. So of course they were going to let him go. But now that he's injured, now that he's hurt, and it's kind of up in the air, you don't know what you're going to get. Once he's back healthy, you know what? Now we can let him go. But you'll never find another one.
Let me ask you a question.
You'll never find another player like that.
Did they make the playoffs with him? They can miss the playoffs without him.
I mean, we can say that about a lot of players on a lot of teams.
But at $51 million, I told you that. I said, Ocho.
But you know you wouldn't get 51. You would restructure that, though, You would restructure that.
I would have moved on, Ocho. Because he's not going to be the same guy in the locker room. They're not going to believe in him. The coaching staff don't believe in him. There's a reason they didn't give him the C again. There's a reason, Ocho. You know that. You've got to do something really, really bad, something really egregious for you to be a captain 1 year, him being the player that he is, and then all of a sudden he's not the captain. Because nobody's going to bro, how you the captain? You quit of all people. If I give Ocho the C, I'll get if damn near my leg broke. Hey man, hey doc, what you think? It's broke, Ocho. Can you tape it up? Can I still go? Can I run a stop? You're gonna do everything you possibly can because you understand the importance of that C. You understand the importance of that leadership, and the guys look to you. Once that transpired, I said it's never gonna be the same. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. Now, people try to make it, you old school. I'm telling you, quitting is the worst thing that you can do in a team game. Because if you're by yourself, you're a golfer or a tennis player, who cares if you quit? You withdraw. You withdraw. Right. You got an injury and you can't continue? Okay. Hey, no, who was that? Who was that? Was that? Somebody had Djokovic was playing somebody in the semifinals, and the guy, he was up 2 sets to love, and he had to withdraw because he had an injury. Okay. He couldn't continue. But as a team, and the thing was, Ocho, he was healthy. And one of the guys, and it got out that Waddle asked him, hey, Reek, you done? You can't. The problem is, Ocho, what you have if you restructure at what number? Because he's going to deem it disrespectful. First of all, he's going to deem it disrespectful that you're cutting his pay based on what he's done. So now, what is the number that you and the team,
that's comfortable,
because you know the team is looking to be here. Tyreek and his representatives are looking to be here. Can we find somewhere in the middle?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, at some point, I'm not sure when it's going to be. You're going to see Tyreek Hill post videos showing how healthy he is. You're going to see him running. You're going to see him running routes, lateral movement, being able to accelerate, being able to stop, being able to transition and do some of the things he once was able to do. I think once those videos are posted on social media, then you're going to understand, okay, he's back. He's back. He might not be Tyreek of old, but even the same Tyreek of old, even if he loses the step, he's still faster and almost better than 98% of those that play his exact position. A lot of people, they mistake and allow the off-field stuff to kind of camouflage what he's done on the field. Right now, if he was to try today, he's a Hall of Famer. If Tyreek Hill was to never play another down in the NFL, he is a Hall of Famer. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer. For those who don't know and probably said, Ocho, shut the hell up. We need to get away
from that first ballot. After they put T.O. and Coach Belichick in.
I understand because they allow off-field stuff to overshadow what players have done on the field. Look at what he's done on the field. Look at his numbers to date. And obviously knowing Tyreek being 32, as fast as he is, he's probably not going to slow down anytime soon based on the way we've seen players come back from even gruesome injuries like this. I think he's going to be all right. But I feel he's a Hall of Famer based on what he's done thus far to date in the NFL.
I think the thing is also, Ocho, I think he should take his time. I think he had this injury. Yes. I think he did it in week 4. So he's about 5 months into his surgery. Rehab. He should be in no rush. You said his next move should be his best move.
That's got to be his best one.
I agree. Because the one thing, he left voluntarily Kansas City to go to Miami. Miami, he doesn't leave under the same circumstances. The last thing you want to happen, Ocho, is you go somewhere and then after a year they move on. So now what's the thing? He ain't the same player, so you start to bounce. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Now they ping pong you. And that's the last thing they want because, like you said, he's coming off a gruesome injury and he's 32.
Yeah,
I mean,
I tell you what,
y'all do realize. I mean, he was running 4.3 at 31. So yeah, I agree with you, Ocho. If I don't know if we've ever seen a player this fast have this gruesome of an injury, so we really don't know what he's going to be when he gets back because that's a lot of downforce, that's a lot of deceleration and acceleration. If he can still accelerate, can he still get in and out of those breaks with the quickness? Can he still put fear?
Hey.
Go ahead. Can he still put fear?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Now, Fat, come here. All right, go ahead, Unc.
No, I was just, I think that's the biggest thing. We've never seen a player with this kind of speed to have this kind of gruesome injury because the acceleration and the deceleration. Because the faster you go, because normally guys that run really fast, they have to throw that brake on there to get in and out of them brakes. That's not what Tyreek does. He can he can accelerate and decelerate with in the same.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very, very interesting to see. But I would take my time. I'm in no rush. I'm Tyreek. My resume speaks for itself. Yes, and they're going to ask him. You know they're going to bring him in. They're going to ask him what happened in that situation. They always do. They always do.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Understanding, knowing what he can do, it's about moving forward. I don't see them rehashing the past because the past is not going to help what you're trying to do and what he can do in helping a team right now in trying to reach their end goal, especially the Kansas City Chiefs. Based on them missing the playoff last year and having struggles at that position, I think they'll be happy to bring him back, especially with Eric Bieniemy knowing how to use him the right way.
Let me ask you a question, and Chad, y'all can chime in. In a regular job, if you get fired of your regular job and you go to a new job, they ask you what happened in the old job, Ocho?
You know what? I like it, but it's a different environment with different leaders where he doesn't have to be that main one. You got Mahomes, you got some of those other fellas over there.
When you got the Coach Belichick, what did Coach Belichick ask you?
Oh, he ain't asked me nothing. I know what he did say when I first met him. Listen. Welcome to the to New England. You know you're gonna have to change who you are to be here.
So, but you don't think if we go to a new team, they're not gonna ask him anything about what transpired.
He's already been there, Unc. He's already been there. He's just coming back home.
He's been where?
In Kansas City before.
I get Kansas City. Kansas City, Kansas City saw some.
Oh, like if he goes somewhere else beyond that.
But I'm saying, but what if he doesn't go to Kansas City? What if he goes to Buffalo? What if he goes to the Charger? I'm not saying going to a familiar situation.
Right.
Yeah, they took Tyreek knowing what had transpired beforehand. Right. So they have an understanding of who Tyreek is. Yes, but San Diego, LA, the Chargers don't.
Right.
Buffalo does not. Maybe any other teams does not. So I need to get a sense. I need to get a feel to make sure this situation doesn't arise again. Go ahead, Ocho.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we have any issues, Unc. Obviously, the off-field stuff it overshadows what he's done on the field.
No, that was on the field. That wasn't off the field. I don't think divorce and the kids. I don't care nothing about. Hopefully.
Yeah,
the allegations about DV isn't true. I hope the kids. The kid, hey, that happened. I don't care. I don't care if he got a baby, one baby mama, two baby mama. That ain't got nothing to do. I don't care about that. But what I'm only talking about what transpired the last game of the regular season when he was fully healthy. Yeah, that's it. And I'm not Chad, and I don't want you to. I'm not trying to minimize it. I'm just saying we're talking about because all that, and they might even ask him about that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about on the field play. That's what Ocho and I are discussing. Yes, DV is bad. And so I'm not trying to, because y'all know you're going to try to parse words and they're going to clip it and say, Unc doesn't care. I do care. But I'm not asking him about that because I can read and I'm going to ask him, Who knows? Maybe they call her. I don't know. Maybe they get the police report and deduce what they can from that. All I'm saying is what transpired the last game of the regular season a year and a half ago. That's what's going to be the major concern for teams, all the teams, maybe not Kansas City because they know who Reek is. Andy's very familiar with him. Brett Veach is familiar with him. Obviously, EB is familiar with him. Kelsey, Mahomes, everybody. I saw Chris Jones, Cheetah, had the clock.
Yes.
So, but I'm just saying, I think in a situation like that, Ocho, you get asked those questions. Because it'd be, a great person to be had on tonight would be asked T.O. Because T.O. went from San Fran, he went to Philly, from Philly to Dallas, Dallas to. So, did they ask you anything about what transpired at the previous stops?
Right. I mean, it's possible. It's possibly they can. I'm sure it'll be an easy question that he won't have a problem answering. Obviously, being a player, you know how you can get frustrated, but there's certain things you really can't do, especially wearing that C on your chest. And it got to him. In the moment, he was upset. I'm not sure what was going on. I can't remember that previous game or who they were playing, but he was frustrated, especially offensively, because he wasn't being used the way he felt he should.
Well, I think the thing is, Ocho, it's the first time in maybe since his rookie year that he didn't get 1,000 yards. You as a wide receiver, you measure your success by 1,000 yards. Let me get that 1,000, and then I'll deal with it. Hey, I might only have 50 catches, but if I got 50 catches for 1,000 yards, that's 20 yards. I'm good. I'm Gucci.
Yeah, I'm good. Yes.
And so I think that might have played a part in it. And when you're at that level, you see all these young guys. You see what Chase doing. You see what Jetta's doing. You see what Puka's doing. You see Ocho. As we start to get older, we see those young dogs coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn, man. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to get my ass on the damn porch. I can't even run with them no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had an old dog when I was growing up, Ocho. Hey, Joe Boy. That was his name, Joe Boy. Joe Boy got old. The other dog be running in the yard. He just bark at him. Basically said, I remember I used to be able to do that, but I got to stay up here now.
Can't move. Yeah, you can't move no more.
He can get off the porch to go out there and do his business, but he ain't running with nothing. And he definitely ain't going hunting with those other dogs. But I wish Tyreek the best. I thought for what he's been able to do on the field, the way he turned himself from a gadget guy, a guy's getting some shovel passes, some jet sweeps, flea flickers here and there, a return specialist, and to turn himself into a preeminent receiver that's dedication, that's hard work. We all have our flaws. We've all made mistakes. But in this situation, I commend him on what he's been able to overcome to turn himself into the receiver that he became. And so I wish him the best, nothing but going forward. But I agree with you 1,000%. Take your time. You should be in no rush. If this thing doesn't happen, I mean, it don't have to happen the first week of March. The signing period is the second week of March, Ocho. I ain't got to get with a team. I ain't going to be able to do anything anyway.
But the one thing about it, I think it's going to happen before that. When the time comes, I think teams, especially that need a receiver of his caliber, again, even coming off injury, understanding the value that he can bring once he is healthy, a lot of teams can use that asset. A lot of teams, and just not to go off topic, I love talk about Tyreek. Speaking of receivers that need to be utilized in the right way, that is another Matthew Golden. Yeah. Matthew Golden had that same type of I don't understand what they're doing over there in Green Bay, but I just felt like throwing it out there. They need to utilize him the right way too, because they using him as if he's just a gadget player and he can do somewhat of the same thing Tyreek can. He just hadn't figured it out yet, if that makes sense.
Plus, I think the thing that players get caught up in is that teams do not get caught up into this. Hold on. We're about to invest $15, $20 million. I mean, maybe it would incentive that can get to that number. You have to set aside what a guy once was.
Yes.
And actually pay him and value him on what you believe he'll be.
Right.
We get caught up we get caught up sometimes in that, Ocho. We get caught up, I remember, and we pay him for what he was as opposed to what he is.
What he is.
Everything, some things do increase in value. Some things, they lose value. Hey, I just saw an Enzo Ferrari. I think it was on Meekum that went for $16 million. Yeah,
The Enzo?
the yellow. It was yellow. I think it was one. I think it was one of one.
Yeah.
But they're skyrocketing. They're skyrocketing.
Oh yeah.
And so I think for me that's what I think that's what teams are going to look at. I think they'll give him decent money, Ocho, but I think it's going to be a lot of it's going to be incentives.
Yeah. And knowing him, I think he's a player that will be able to hit those incentives, especially if he comes back anywhere near like what he once was.
Miami traded a first round pick, a second round pick, 2 fourth-round picks, and a 6th-round pick to acquire Cheetah in 2022. Despite Tyreek having 2 productive seasons in Miami, in hindsight, what do you think, Ocho? You like this trade?
Yeah.
I like it from a monetary standpoint. That's it.
I mean, yeah, but it's you would never be able to get that anywhere else, huh?
No.
You would never be able to get that anywhere else. This is one of the best receivers, not just of this generation. He's still one of the best receivers of all time. of all time. I think people need to understand the run that Tyreek was on before his injury. This ain't just anybody. So I mean, it was worth it, and they got what they wanted. Obviously, the end goal is always to win a championship. But there's so many other holes that need to be filled in before we can even talk about a championship down here in Miami any damn way.
So now I don't know, it's going to be hard because just think now, Ocho, he has 2 more Super Bowls with another Super Bowl appearance. Now, maybe he doesn't have 1,799 and 1,700. Maybe he's around 13, but he has 3 1,300-yard seasons. Now, Ocho, we looking like, hold on. Man, Tyreek got like 12,000 yards and another another 2 Super Bowl rings. Hey, and another all-pro. Hey, I don't know, Ocho. You might be right. Even though we have some issues and don't let anybody fool you. They say they're not supposed to look at off-field issues. It all depends on who it is.
Yeah. You know, they move the goalposts for who they want to, Unc. You know that.
Absolutely.
You understand that. And it's unfortunate that they've been given that kind of power to be able to control the narratives and tell and be able to finish your story in their own right. They just have too much power to me. And I don't like politics. If I wanted to play politics, I would have been a politician. And everything becomes political and not what you've done on the field, which is why it is what it is.
You'd be a great politician. Just lie. Just tell people, just tell your constituents what they want to hear. They'll vote you in. And then they get comfortable. That's why these people, 80 plus years old, that's been in office for 40 years.
Yeah.
But, you know,
that's crazy.
They say Lady Justice, because Lady Justice supposedly have a scale. So justice is supposed to be balanced and it's supposed to be blindfolded. But every once in a while, she be peeking. Oh, I see you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
all the time.
On you.
All the time. And depending on it when it comes to that, too. Now, certain people play by different rules.
Absolutely.
Certain people play by different rules, and we can see that's going on right now. That's not the kind of talk show that we do have, but as you can see, there's a huge story going on, and there's certain people that play in a whole different ball game, and run their own system where the rules don't apply to them.
After the Dolphins released Tyreek Hill, the former Miami-Dade police officer who hauled him out of the car and handcuffed him during the traffic stop at Hard Rock Stadium, September 24th, was reportedly thrilled. Danny Torres allegedly celebrated Tyreek's release with a Facebook post on Tuesday, writing, I guess it took a bit, but karma got you. Now that I'm retired and I can tell you how I feel about you, you are an entitled butthole, and I'm embarrassed to the team and the city that kissed your you-know-what. I wish you the best and hope you are able to afford all that child support, especially now that you're unemployed. But I'm sure you'll pick up and you'll cause havoc in their team and city. That's just how you did in Miami. Between next time, roll your effing window down. And a text message to the Miami News Times, Torres, who retired in July, reportedly said he was pretty much crucified for doing my job. He reportedly added that he is 100% stands by his Facebook post saying, I was actually nice. He destroyed me, my reputation when the incident happened, and I had to stay quiet because I was still employed. But I'm retired, so now it's my turn to say the truth.
I mean,
Ocho?
it's honestly, get it off your chest. It's unnecessary. It's tasteless. He's talking about karma, but obviously this situation, depending on who you are, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. I understand you are retired right now, so I'm not sure in any way or any shape, form, or fashion where karma can come back and harm you in any way. But listen, you could have just let that be.
Yep.
You could have kept that to yourself. I mean, but it is what it is. Obviously, he didn't take a liking to the situation and the way Tyreek handled it during that time. He got a lot of flack for it, especially being a Dolphins player, and you know how that goes, and
Yeah.
obviously the fans and the people of Miami will be on the side of the player side, outside of the cop trying to do his job. But I mean, it is what it is. To me, it's tasteless. I understand you're upset. I understand you're mad, but rejoicing when someone is unemployed or gets cut, I mean, come on.
I agree, Ocho. But you could, the mere fact of what he put in his post lets you
Yeah.
know it's personal.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
man talking about child support. The man
Absolutely.
talking about the kid. You see what I'm saying, Ocho? If you wanted to say, look, can you cause
Unnecessary.
me, pain because all you had to do was roll down your window?
Yeah.
I got crucified. I did my job. And had you just followed simple instructions like,
Yes.
hey, roll your window down, we would have been cool. But the mere fact that he added a lot of ancillary stuff to go along with it
Yeah.
lets you know, Ocho. Lets you know how you, like I said, look, I just hope, look, I wish Tyree nothing but the best. It's a very unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
It's tough because there's a lot of security. There's a lot of police officers, Ocho, when you come into that stadium.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot because you got to realize you're going to have 70,000 people. And all 70,000 ain't going to be on their best behavior, Ocho. Some might be had a little something to drink before they even got to the stadium. And once you get in the stadium, so I just hate this situation. But like you said, the man's entitled to his opinion. He felt a certain type of way, and I just wish Tyreek the best. Hopefully, he get all this stuff. He's able to come back and be the Tyreek that we remember him as, and all this stuff that he has going on outside of the field. He can get that because it's kind of hard to play when you have so much on your plate.
Yeah.
That's not football related because you're only human. You can only Ocho compartmentalize so much.
Yes.
So no matter how, hey, and there's a box. You can only put so much in it. This glass, I don't care. I can only put so much liquid in this glass before it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
So Tyreek, we wish you the best, bro. Get everything situated, get healthy, and then take care of what you need to take care of. Browns three-time Pro Bowl guard Wyatt Teller announced that he will not be back with Cleveland in 2026 and that he'll be with a new team next season as he'll be a free agent in March. The entire Browns offensive line is set to become free agent. That left tackle, he should have been free last year. But then Joe Batonio, Ethan Posick, Wyatt Teller, and Jack Conklin. Boy, that left tackle.
He was bad.
Can you imagine if the Ravens, if that left tackle from Cleveland and the Ravens right guard was on the same offensive line?
Nah, don't do that. That wouldn't be
They would
fair.
have to pay me, if I was a quarterback, they'd have to pay me $100 million. Because you're going to get sacked 100 times.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever heard, Ocho, you know this, because you know how linemen are. They're very quiet. They don't really like to
they don't talk
media.
much.
They don't really say nothing. For him, for a lineman, to come out and say this?
Yeah. Why did he come out and say it? I mean, what's the point?
Look, it's hard for me to imagine that at the exit meeting,
yes, sir,
they hadn't had conversation. Maybe his representative have had conversation, and it's like, just go ahead and look for a new locale, whatever the case may be.
Right.
But he is a 3-time Pro Bowl guard.
Yeah.
No matter what you think of the Browns, for you, first of all, for you to get that kind of recognition
as a
bad
Browns
as y'all
player,
been,
yes.
people don't realize how hard it is to get recognition when you're a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
When you're a player on a bad team. Now, look, Myles Garrett is Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
But when you're offensive line and you don't have a 1,600 yard rusher, when you don't have a 4,000 yard passer, when you don't have wide receivers with gaudy numbers, because stats is what, even though none of them go to the offensive line, Ocho, you like some, a guy last year, was 2 years ago when Saquon ran for 2,000.
Yeah.
We lauded that offensive line. Look at that offensive line. Or when Derrick Henry did what he did.
Yeah.
But when you don't have a guy that has those kind of numbers, and you don't have a Lamar Jackson that passed for 41 touchdowns, and you don't have a 5,000, how do linemen get recognition other than holding number 78 offense?
Right.
Illegal hands to the face, number 64 offense.
Yeah.
That's the only time they get recognition.
Yeah.
So for him to be a Pro Bowl player
3 times,
and as bad as offensively as they've been,
yeah,
that probably gave you a pretty good indication he's a pretty good player.
very,
Because left tackle, he's not that good.
No, if they are that bad and you getting recognized by your peers, not only on your team, but every time you play, that means you have to pop out on film. You have to pop out on film, even with no running back that's going crazy, even with no 4,000 yard passing quarterback.
Exactly.
You got to pop out on film, even when things are bad.
Yes. So